I would like to also take this opportunity and thank everyone who supports us today from other countries, our brothers from Georgia, from Belarus, from Lithuania, from Moldova, and all the countries that have suffered similar or even the same fate of military aggression, oppression, and just thousands of lives lost to imperialistic ambitions of Russia today. I would also like to invite our friends from Georgia to say a few words. We know that they do share a lot of similar sentiments, so if you could come up and just share a few words with us, we would appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. 14 years ago, Russia invaded Georgia in 2008, and I remember like yesterday, Georgians were standing here, and we were protesting and demanding from U.S. government to support Georgia. Yes, there is some support from U.S. government today. They're providing weapons from Canada, from European countries to Ukraine, but I think it needs to be a lot more. Ukraine needs a protection. Ukraine needs a military protection. We need to ask our government, our congressmen, our senators, our president, help Ukraine to protect their air, help Ukraine to unblock the blockade of Black Sea, Azov Sea. We know that it's happening, and just giving missiles probably is not enough. Georgians are with you. We support here. Everywhere you go, we'll be with you guys. We have some Georgian soldiers fighting alongside with you in Ukraine. And for past 30 years, Ukrainian soldiers were fighting with Georgia as well, in Abkhazia, in Tskhinval, protecting Georgian land too. So historically, we have to fight together with this evil, and I hope we will win. I don't hope, I know we will win. It's a matter of a time. I just hope it's going to be as much less blood as possible. Thank you for being here. We'll be anywhere you guys go, and we should start asking our congressmen and senators to do more for Ukraine. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Slava Ukraine!
Thank you so much. I'd like to say also a few words about this current situation. Everyone who is here, who has friends that they may work with, or they may be their neighbors just living nearby, who may not fully understand what is happening in Ukraine, please ask them to, first of all, not listen to the news from just one source. Russian propaganda is very powerful and very strong, and it can deceive you very professionally. Please know and understand that Ukraine is a peaceful country. If you just don't even watch any news, but think for a second, which country's army is at the borders of which country? Who invaded who? Was it Ukrainians that were trying to get into Russia, or is it Russia that is trying to get a lucrative piece of Ukrainian land? Don't believe in this propaganda. Ukrainians are not discriminating or oppressing Russian-speaking Ukrainians. There was never a problem based on language until Putin decided that he wants to expand his imperialistic ambitions. And finally, do everything you can, write to your representatives, to congressmen, to White House. Even though Ukraine is not part of NATO yet, Ukraine has given away its third biggest nuclear arsenal in 1994. Ukraine signed the international treaty that's called Budapest Memorandum with the United States, the United Kingdom, and ironically Russia. This memorandum is a very simple but very powerful agreement that says that Ukraine will give up its 3,000 something nuclear warhead, by the guarantees from these three very powerful countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Russia, the guarantees that Ukraine will be defended at all costs, at all times, from any military invasion. This agreement is also very strong, just as strong as a NATO alliance treaty, I would say. But unfortunately, it has not been followed by these countries, and like I said, Russia is totally disregarding this. Please ask your representatives, ask White House to respect this agreement. Sending weapons is good, but it's not enough. Russia needs to be pressured by all political and economical fronts into stepping back, into de-escalating this situation. And if Russia does invade Ukraine even further, because let's not forget, Russia has invaded Ukraine in 2014 and there has been active war with people dying almost every day. If Russia does go further, this will be the price that's already been too high for Ukraine, for the world, for the democratic peace of the world. And this cannot happen. We need to stop Russia before it goes any further. So again, thank you so much for coming. But we need to do more. We need to do everything we can. We need to reach out to everyone. We need to bring awareness to this problem, because Ukraine is actually defending the peace of not its own territory, but the peace of the whole world. And I think that's something that it's the least that the rest of the world can do, is just put as much pressure as they can on Russia. So thank you so much again, guys.